Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's Thursday, May 8th, 2025. Again, guys, this is a new day filled with new opportunities. We're here to capitalize on these opportunities. Focus on 100% focus on the process, not worried about the wins and losses. And we come back today to make sure we continue to execute. So let's take a look at the chart, see what levels we might have and any trades we might take. Okay, guys, here we are on the chart. Starting a little bit early today, 6:15 currently. Take a look at the charts. Let's see. As usual, guys, we follow the same procedure every single morning. ES hourly on the left, NQ hourly on the right. We mark out the session low. You guys see here, session low, session high all the way up here. 50% retracement is the orange dashed line you guys see on the charts. Again, same thing with NQ. Session low here, session high. 50% retracement on the daily is right here, this orange dashed line you guys see on the chart. And then any pivot points we might see, we mark out. So the session high, that's a pivot point. Price came all the way up here, pivoted. Boom. Once price breaks above the pivot, once price breaks through a pivot, I remove that pivot off the chart. So this would have been a pivot here. When it pulled back, came through. Once it went above, you delete it, right? So those are deleted. NQ does have a session. I think this might even be London low here. Created that pivot, and we're expecting price to come tap into that, maybe even tap the 50% and then give a continuation higher. There's also this gap here. This gap has already been mitigated though. Already tapped into it on the hourly. You guys can see it here. Price already came down in here, tapped into it, and already gave that bounce. So probably not going to be looking into that for a possible setup. But the sweep, I will be interested with the 50% level is there as well. ES, same thing, 50% levels down here. If price wants to come down here, sweep this hourly low again and tap into this 50%. We'll be interested in potential long. Other than that, towards the downside, you guys see here a couple levels from the session once the market opened. These were the low that was created. If price wants to make a move all the way down here, I'll be interested in possible bounce and continuation higher, or at least a rejection and maybe a bounce to the 50% level. That's something I'll be interested as well. And ES, same thing, right? We have both levels down here. And then if price just decides to free fall or keep going higher, we have one more level here. And if it continues, then we're just along for the ride, guys. No need to force anything. Going to be patient here. We're taking one trade a day for the month of May, and we're going to make sure it's a good one. So I'll update you guys here. Market opens in 10 minutes. Again, we're here early. Want to get started on the day, and I'll update you guys here throughout, okay? All right, guys. Potential NQ long here. We get this candle to close above this gap. Candle closes in 2 seconds. And we are in, guys. The reasoning behind this trade, I'll go ahead and explain this shortly here. Let me just reason behind this trade, guys, I called it out earlier. You guys see this red line here on the chart. That is this pivot here that I marked out. We are in the pivot within the gap, double confluence there. Price came down, created this gap. I think it was like 7 or 8 point gap there. And again, guys, once price closes above, you guys know that is my trigger. That is my entry signal that tells me to get in on the trade, because it might have the potential for a reversal there. So we are in it now. Again, guys, nothing else for me to do here. I do not control the outcome of the trade. I am in just along for the ride now, and accepting that every trade has a random outcome potential kind of eases me in on the trade, makes me understand it a little bit more, and not be anxious or not be upset if it does become a loser or anything like that. So we are here. We're in it right now. Currently down about half an hour. We'll see if it wants to just continue a little bit lower and take me out, or if it wants to reverse from here. It could just chop around here. So I'm just gonna stop the recording for now, and I'll update you guys periodically, or if my target gets hit or if the stop loss gets triggered. I'll be back. All right, guys. So here we are, as you guys see here on the charts. Price triggered me in, chopped around a little bit, didn't give me much for profit, and took me out for a full -1 or loser here on the day. So can't be mad about it. It was a pretty good setup. Like, I was looking at it afterwards, I'm thinking like, dang, what could I have done to not take these losses? But again, guys, this is a A+ setup for me, right? Tapped into my level, both London low and hourly pivot was created here. Price came in, tapped into it, gave this gap. If price was going to respect this gap, it should have came in here, tapped into it, and continued. Should have never closed above. That's a disrespect of the gap, and it's telling me that the potential for reversals there, right? That's my setup. That's what I look for every single day, and it's been working for me so far. This time, again, it could be an A+ setup. Does not matter what it is. Be the best A+++ setup in the world. Still has the possibility of that randomness, that it could still be a loser, and you need to accept that randomness in trading. And I've accepted it. It was a loss. It was a very good setup for me. And I know if I take this 10 out of 10 times, I'll be profitable on playing the long term. So that's what I'm going to focus on here. I'm focused on playing the long term, and we'll be back on another day. So I'll show you guys the Apex accounts, -1R here on the day. One trade, one loser. Here you guys see, makes me red on the day, on the week now, because we took in a couple losses here on the week. But it is what it is. We're playing long term. Here you guys can see the execution, 0 wins, 1 loser, -250 bucks. Here you guys see the execution in the trade for 5 minutes. Again, pretty quick trades. Both yesterday and today were losers. It is what it is, unfortunate. My Fund Futures, here you guys can see -270 bucks. I guess slippage got more in it there. Tradeify accounts also $265 in the red. Again, guys, like I mentioned, you have to be able to accept the randomness in trading. That was a pretty good quality setup in my book. That's what I look for. I called out in the morning analysis. That's what I was looking for, and I got the setup. I took it. Unfortunately, it was just a loser, right? That's how it is in trading. You just need to accept it, move on. Make sure you're taking proper risk management, because that's what's going to keep you alive long term. You don't know the next setups I could take. I could go on a 4 or 5 day win streak, and I'll make all these losses up, the back-to-back losers up. So, and also just one trade that I win makes me positive on the week. So we still have tomorrow to finish off the week strong. We'll see how it plays out, and we'll be back for that. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a good one, guys. Peace.